Hello guys, today we'll talk about the who I want to see as the final character. We have 2 more days until the final character is revealed. Yep, only 2 more days. That time has gotten very quickly. I remember when we had the first Fighters Pass announced and we were all speculating who it would be. But now we're almost done with Smash Bros. Ultimate. And of course, the Smash speculation will not end, of course, because of course we'll be talking about what could be in the next game. Because we know Nintendo will probably make another Smash Bros. Game with or without Sakurai. Because Smash Bros. Makes money, and Nintendo has a lot of talented people in the game, in the Nintendo community. Number 10, and we're going over these fighters, there'll be no really specific order, because every time I make a specific order, I get all mixed up and like, ooh. And yeah, number 10, Grovile. So, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon isn't really represented. Why? Why isn't this series represented? I am just not understanding this. Because Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is a wildly popular series of Pokemon spin-offs. Mario, they have the spin-offs represented with music, but Pokemon, there's also Pokemon Ranger as well, but Pokemon Ranger kind of died with the original DS. But they're still making Mystery Dungeon games. The last game released last year called Mystery Dungeon DX. Why don't we have? It's just why? Why don't we have a Mystery Dungeon rep yet? It just doesn't make any sense. And we don't even have. And another thing is, we don't have a Gen 3 Pokemon either. I think the perfect rep would be Grovile, because if you played Mystery Dungeon, you'd say, "Oh yeah, this makes sense," because Mystery Dungeon is a very popular game series. I think the music should not just be, of course, Mystery Dungeon Explore the Sky music. It should also include music from the original game like Sky Tower, and music from the newer games like Gates of Infinity, Super Mystery Dungeon, and even remixed themes from Super Mystery Dungeon DX. And yeah, there we go about this one here. Yeah, Mystery Dungeon should be represented, and Pokemon as well. I think the spin-offs of Pokemon should just be represented as a whole. Number 9. This is a funny one. This is a funny joke character I want to see in Smash Bros. Goomba. Yep, a Goomba. Why a Goomba in Smash Bros? Well, it would just be the funniest and most anticlimactic thing ever. Goomba also would have a very unique and funny moveset. Here's a moveset made for Goomba and Super Smash Bros. Okay? And this would make a lot of sense. Goomba would be a very funny and unique character. I know people would complain, "Oh, why did he add a Goomba? It's the most basic of enemies in Mario." But it would just be funny. It would just be in there because we just want to... Because Smash Bros. Is about having fun. Why don't we add the ultimate joke character and add a Goomba? I know we complain about Magikarp because what would Magikarp's moveset be? But Goomba would be a different story because Goomba is one of the most recognizable enemies in all of gaming. And, Goombas have appeared in various spin-off Mario games as well. And unlike Magikarp, you actually can give Goomba a moveset and to work with, which is shown here. And the problem is the stage and music, considering that Mario is already overrepresented, I don't really see Goomba being added as a DLC. You should add a new series instead. Number 8. We're gonna start with Sonic characters. Dr. Eggman. Why don't we have a set? This is something that I don't understand. We do not have a second Sonic character, and the biggest Sonic character is Dr. Eggman. He has been in every Sonic game since the start. He's the main villain of the Sonic series. And here is a moveset created for Dr. Eggman. And people are like, really? Why would you want another Sonic character? Sonic doesn't... And there's a lot of music from the Sonic series that have not been added. For example, the song Eggman from Sally the Hedgehog. That could be the song they exactly use. And of course, they add more, and of course, you don't really have Eggman stages represented. Actually, going back to the Goomba character, we don't have a Bowser's Castle stage either. But I figured Eggman stage where you fight like a metallic area would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense basically here. And we have this one here. Just add all of Eggman's musics to the games. It just makes sense. And several other more Sonic characters. There was a Sonic game that's recently was a remake of Sonic Colors, but that won't really be seen as a must-watch promotion, considering that Sonic only has one character, two stages, and like the rest of the characters as spirits. Okay, that makes no sense. Okay, you need to have more than one Sonic character. The fact that Final Fantasy, Castlevania, and Street Fighter can have two characters, but Sonic gets one, makes absolutely zero sense. And hopefully Nintendo adds the second Sonic character in the next Smash Bros. Game. For fuck's sake already. Number 7. Number 7. Conker. Banjo-Kazooie was added into Smash Bros. And why not I think one of the most hilarious characters to be added to Smash Bros. Would be Conker. He is... Yeah, if you have played Conker's game Bad Fur Day, it is basically it's basically an M-rated game that looks like a kid's game. They even tell you, don't buy this game if you're a kid. And Conker has a cult following online, but I think that, Conker would be a pretty funny character to add in Smash Bros. And also you can put the Great Mighty Pooh as a spirit. I don't think, and you can even put the orchestra for the song as well. It'll just be funny if they add Conker to Smash Bros. And it'd also make Rail fans very happy that they added, another Rail app in Smash Bros. See, everybody is happy. There. And yeah, there we go. And yeah, they really should make another Conker game. At this time, it would be appealing towards the older audiences. Yeah. And yeah, it would make a lot of sense. So, Conker is next. Next is a new. So we can't really put Echoes out, in Smash Bros. DLC. But we do need a new Kirby weapon. The character that's always used, the player 4 in Kirby games is Bakuno Rod. He is basically player 4 and really and helps Kirby in a lot of his newer games. Why isn't he in Smash? Makes no sense. He would have a unique moveset and everything. And I don't know why Sakurai is against adding this character to Smash Bros. He thinks that adding Bakuno Rod will be overrepresenting Kirby. Maybe when Sakurai is no longer making Smash Bros., Nintendo says, why is there only 3 Kirby games? Yeah, why are there only 3 Kirby characters? Since considering that Kirby has a lot of characters, I think Kirby should at least have now by 4 to 5 characters. And Zelda should at least have more than 6 characters. But all the characters have been put, all the popular characters have been always put as playable characters. So we can't really put any Zelda characters on this list. Or else I'll put like Skull Kid or some other Zelda character. And I doubt Sakurai would actually add a Zelda character. They'll probably add a Pokemon character. Because, Pokemon is apparently more important than Zelda. And yeah, Bakuno Rod will just be a very interesting, unique addition. I don't see it happening like Goomba. Probably the next game, Bakuno Rod will probably be added. Wouldn't be surprised if he did, like Waluigi. I think it's one of those characters that are going to be eventually added, will probably be added in the next game. Speaking of Waluigi, next is Waluigi. Waluigi is the ignored Mario brother. We kind of feel bad for him. I put him on this list because I just feel bad that he's not in the game. And yes, he is in and also watching this trailer here, Waluigi invites himself. Yeah, it's kind of just sad. It's just a very sad trailer. Waluigi that doesn't get invited to Smash. You kind of feel like he's left out. I just want to put Waluigi on this list just because I want to tell you about this trailer. I know he won't be the last character. We know he won't be. But that trailer hits the feels. You know, at least Waluigi shows that he's a good friend to his brother Wario. Or are they brothers? He didn't never really explain that. But he's a pretty good friend to Wario. He let Wario in, which was pretty good because Wario wanted to give it to Waluigi. But yeah, at least he's in that. At least he's in that mod of Smash Bros. Until he actually gets into the game. Game was he basically invited himself. So yeah, he invited himself into that one Smash game. So at least he's in that game. He's in that modded Smash Bros. Game. So at least Waluigi got to be in at least one Smash game, but not an official one. Kind of sad. Number 4. Master Chief. This is a character I believe would be a no-brainer for the next Smash Bros. Game. Considering that Microsoft and Nintendo have been pretty friendly really recently, I don't really think the console manufacturers really hate each other. It's really the fans that hate each other. People, and you know what I find the funny thing is? People are saying that Sora can be in Smash Bros. Even though Sora is not a Square rep. Which, going by the same rules, they say Master Chief can't be in because you can't have 2 Microsoft characters, blah, blah, blah. But, come on. And people don't even say that Master Chief can't be in Smash Bros. Because he's a generic Space Marine. A generic Space Marine. Yeah, a generic Space Marine. Yeah, let that sink into you. He also said about Doom Guy. Okay, 2 characters that basically created the FPS genre are quote-unquote generic Space Marines. Okay? And, yeah, Doom Guy as well. Doom Guy will, as well. A generic Space Marine. A character that really created the FPS genre alongside Wolfenstein. Yeah. Master Chief would be very cool. Same thing with Doom Guy. I'm just gonna mention them both at once. They both would be pretty cool characters to add into Smash Bros. I would be happy if Ida gets into the game. Doom Guy, is pretty cool. The games are pretty good. And Master Chief, Halo games are just classic except for Halo 5. We don't acknowledge Halo 5 exists. Halo 5 doesn't exist. Halo 5 sucks. And shouldn't be mentioned. At least they get 2 songs from Halo 5 at least in this. But, yep. There we go about Halo and Master Chief. I think Master Chief should be in the game. Microsoft only put 2 freaking characters in the game, okay? If they really want to put Master Chief that badly, either put him as a Mii costume or put him in the game as a playable character. And if he gets and you better put him as like a special Mii character as well. So we can at least have some Halo music in the game. So, yeah, yeah. So, number 3. Number 3. Okay, I'll stop. Number 3 is an Overwatch character. I get people like, really, why do you so against Crash being in Smash Bros? I used to not be against Crash being in Smash Bros. You guys made me against Crash being in Smash Bros. Because you guys won't shut up about it. I don't know why. Crash came from the 90s. I know, I get it. You grew up with Crash. Blah, 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 blah. You grew up with it. You can tell me all you want about how you grew up with Crash and all this backstory of the PS1. Now, the PS1 is the greatest console of all time. But Overwatch is another FPS game that I think should be in Smash Bros. A lot of these characters have pretty unique movesets and are pretty unique characters. I don't think it's going to happen considering all the controversies over the past couple years with Blizzard and, of course, Activision themselves, being in controversies. Activision is not a very friendly company anyways, so they're not going to probably add any of their characters to Smash Bros. And yes, Crash Tards, that means Crash will not be in the game either. Okay, grow up already. But The Overwatch director did want Nintendo to add in a character. The characters I want to see most are Tracer and Diva. I don't know who you guys want to see the most, so yeah. You're gonna probably comment, oh, I want Crash. Crash is the greatest anyways. You know, Crash Bandicoot is not from Overwatch. But Crash Stars still tell me that Crash is better anyways. You know, and no, I'm not gonna mention another game that, will piss off people. That, people will constantly compare Overwatch to. Number 2. Again, this is in no real order. Number 2 is Porky Mints. Okay. Porky Mints is the main villain of the Earthbound series. And I think it would be pretty cool if they added him into the game. First of all, he's another villain. He's another bad guy. Dr. Eggman is another bad guy too. And it makes a lot of sense. He's the main villain of the Earthbound series. I know Earthbound, they stopped making games because the director of Earthbound won't allow them to, which is kind of stupid because he can give the series to a Square Enix or Atlas, and they would probably make a pretty good game out of it. Not Game Freak. Don't trust those idiots with it. Okay, they can't do anything away from Game Freak. Okay, they would ruin it. They would ruin it. Of the high quality animations. But Porky Mints, he is, and people say he won't be playable. He's too big. Well, then how did they make him playable in Smash Bros. Crusade? Okay. And how did they make Ridley playable? They also made the same arguments for Ridley. It's just we need more villains from Nintendo series and Smash Bros. And Porky is one of the other villains that is not playable in Super Smash Bros. Because we already have most of the main series villains already represented. Now we need some of the more minor villains. Number 1. So, number 1 characters I want to see in Super Smash Bros. Number 1, Paper Mario. Another spin-off franchise that isn't really represented that much. I know it has one stage is Paper Mario. Paper Mario is a pretty huge and vast universe. And people are like, really? You're requesting a Mario clone in Smash Bros. Well, Paper Mario wouldn't be a Mario clone. Paper Mario is essentially its own thing. Okay? It would be its own thing. Okay, first of all, Paper Mario has its own aesthetic and everything. Paper Mario would also have its moveset revolve around the armor and stuff. And yeah, this would be a pretty unique moveset. Paper Mario can use his partners from his earlier games as well. And use, of course, the 1,000-fold arms from the newer Paper Mario games. As well, which is Paper Mario the Origami King. There's a lot of moveset with Paper Mario. It also would be a 2D character. And also you can add more of this music from Paper Mario. This is a lot of music from Paper Mario that would be all pretty good. Yeah, all of this would be pretty good in the Smash Bros. And yeah, Paper Mario doesn't really have anything. And yeah, that's his stage would be Paper Feeder. And yeah, Paper Mario would get more representation in Smash Bros. Another spin-off series that I grew up with, like Mystery Dungeon, would get more representation in Super Smash Bros. Yeah, it would make a lot of sense at this very moment. And this is a character I think should have been added a long time ago. There has been a missed opportunity for a while, considering they keep making new Paper Mario games, and I don't think Nintendo intends to stop making Paper Mario games in the near future. I think it'll be something that will be added into the future. And now we'll get to the honorable mentions. The first character is Doomguy. Doomguy would be pretty cool to add in the Smash Bros., but I didn't want to have 2 Space Marines, quote-unquote generic Space Marines in my video, so he would have been on this list if it didn't include Master Chief. Funky Kong, pretty cool. Mark's another Kirby villain. And a lot of Nintendo characters would be pretty welcome. Skull Kid, just not Xeno. Keep that thing out of Smash Bros. He's pretty much the most irrelevant piece of shit in Smash Bros. If you really want to add a Mario spin-off character from an RPG, add Paper Mario or Dimencio or, freaking, Farfel would be a better choice. Because at least he was from a better game. game. So, rather a game series. And at least he has an EUO event to Nintendo that they added him as a spirit. So, and even characters like Grey Matter would be a pretty cool choice. I just hope that Crash fans don't get the way so I can hear them cry and whine about it again because they didn't get the way. Yeah, bunch of crybabies Crash fans really out. Goodbye.